Modigazzi the Browns.
Hello everybody. As you know, the Browns are endeavoring to turn our little urban household into more of a sustainable, we say homestead, but I mean there may be other people that have a different definition of homestead, but we want to be more self-sufficient. We want to produce things for ourselves, and one of the things that I started thinking about is that this doesn't have to just pertain to our tactile existence. It also can pertain to our digital existence. I do a lot of editing. I do a lot of things online. Of course, we all check our email. We all have Facebook, and then just for us as a family, like I personally have like a Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Like a lot of different online entities. We have a blog, and I was thinking that I wanted to kind of show you guys how we can become more of that homestead mentality, but in our digital lives. So there's this catchphrase word that people are using these days. It's called open source. And people, when they think open source, they automatically think free. So open source doesn't necessarily mean free. Open source, you have access to the source code of the program, and we're not going to talk about that. So we're going to talk about the programs that we use every day in our lives that we are paying for, and we're paying a lot for them, and it's okay to pay for them, but it's better to have an alternative to paying for these programs. So the program that I wanted to talk about today, and this hopefully is going to be an ongoing little series where I show you all the different types of things. So I think I have a little list here of, I want to do picture and graphics editing programs similar to Photoshop, music organization programs, movie and video organization programs, media players, Office suites, which is what I'm going over today, like Word, like the Office, like Microsoft Office suite, which is pretty expensive. Also, I want to go over video editing software, anywhere from the most, complex and really, has all the bells and whistles that you could possibly have for. You can make a Hollywood movie, to the most basic video editing systems, and maybe some games that you but I want to show you the free alternatives that we can have for all of these things. So the thing that I'm going over today is going to be Office. So let's get into that. Alright, so as we get started, I just wanted to go to the Microsoft website and show you guys this is Office. We all know Office. Probably 90% of us or more have this software on our computer. Or if we're thinking about getting some, we think that we're roped into having to get this particular software. So if you look here, there's these new things called Office 360, which you pay per year or per month to be able to use these services. So they're sort of a non-ending thing, kind of like the Adobe thing, but we'll get into that later. Like, Adobe has really gone down the toilet to me. I used to, when I was a student, I was able to buy a student copy of Adobe Premiere, which is the video editing software. But now, which was expensive back then, it was like $800 for a student. But if you want to get it now, then you're going to pay, I think, a fairly big amount up front and a monthly subscription, which is kind of ridiculous, like leasing a car. Sorry for the people leasing a car, but there's no, I don't own it. It's not mine. I can't, basically keep it without paying that monthly subscription. But on this Office, as you can see, they have the Office Home for $99. They have the Office 365 Personal for $69, and then they have the basic Office that you can download. You keep it on your computer, and the PC versions and the Mac version are both $149. So this is generally what everybody uses, and we know the programs that are in here. So the basic programs you can see right here are Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, I never really use that myself, but you know, some people may use that. But let's go ahead and get into our first one. So if you look up free alternatives to Microsoft Office Suite, one of the first names that are going to pop up is called this. It's called LibreOffice. It is completely free, and it is a complete suite of programs. So in LibreOffice, they have what's called the Writer. So the first program in the suite is called Writer. Let me see if I've got a little screenshot of it here. So this is Writer. It looks just like Microsoft Word to me. I mean, it has, you know, the Microsoft Office Word is a little slicker, but it does the same thing. It has spell check. I mean, it has the things that are important to us. So Writer is in comparison to Word. Also, they have Calc. Well, this is Draw, which is compared to PowerPoint. So Draw is PowerPoint. I think now it's called Impress. This may be an older version. And then this is Math, which I don't use that either. But Impress. Impress is the version of PowerPoint, and Base is another thing that is databases. So this is Calc, which is Excel. So it covers everything. It covers your basic Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access. This covers all of them. And in fact, this is the most comprehensive, to me, the most comprehensive free Office suite that you can get. It has just hundreds of templates that you can use. I mean, basically, to me, I am not a super user, but it can do everything that I have ever done on Word, on the Microsoft Office suite. It can do. So this is not currently what I'm using. I find another one a little easier to use than this one, but this one works just fine, and it basically looks like the Office suite. So let's move on to our next one. The next one is the it's called the WPS Office 2016, and this is free to download, and it also comes with basically, I think this comes with 3 different things, which is Writer. Right here, Writer is Word, Presentation is PowerPoint, and Spreadsheets is Excel. So, you know, it comes with that. It also has a database of templates. It also has language. You know, it supports different languages. It also has spell check. You know, many different things. Great Office suite to use. Let me show you some of the. This is the screenshots. So this is the screenshot of the Writer. It's yeah, I think it's called Writer, which is the WPS. This is the Spreadsheets, which, I mean, obviously you can see it looks like Excel. And then this is Presentation, which is PowerPoint. And I mean, look, I mean, it basically sticks to the same format that we're used to using the Microsoft's proprietary software that you have to pay for. I mean, it has everything. It does the animation, and you can bring things in and resize things and text and anything that you can do on there. So the last one is the one that I am currently using. I think I use it because it feels more intuitive to me. Like, I feel like I can use it. It has a little easier ease of use. Like, the ease of use seems a little better than some of the others. Not that the other ones are bad. They're great. But this is the one that I'm choosing for now. And to tell you the truth, I used LibreOffice for quite a while. And one thing I want to say about all of these suites that we're talking about, all of these free Office suites, is I have never brought in a PowerPoint presentation that was made in Word, made in Office, in Microsoft, or a Excel document or a Word document into this, and it hasn't just opened it up. Like, I mean, literally, it seems like it will open anything that was made on Microsoft Office, and it gives you a option, when you save it, you can save it in the Office format. So therefore, you don't have to worry about going from your home to your office and your office computer not being able to read the document that you saved at home. Like, you save it as a Microsoft Office document, depending on which thing that you're using, whether you're using the Excel or the PowerPoint or the Word, and you save it in that particular format. And when you go to work, I would say 99.9% of the time, your office is probably, unless they're really a cool office and they're very conscious of open source software and free software, and they're using something like this, it's almost always going to be Office. It's going to be Microsoft Office. So you want to be able to convert those or have those easily read. And unfortunately, because we universally around the world seem to use Word more than, Microsoft Office more than anything else, we want to make sure that we can open those everywhere. And consistently across the board, all three of these Office softwares, Office Suite softwares, have a choice that you can save it as a Microsoft Office document. So, but this is the one that I'm using. It has some great features. It's not as feature intense as some of the others. Like this is my, it's called Plan Maker. You know, basically they're the same thing. This is my Word right here, which is called Text Maker, and this is my PowerPoint. So the Plan Maker is Excel. So Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. But of course they're just called something different. Presentations, and all of them seem to stick to the same style and format. But I'm going to leave a link to all of these Office suites below, and you don't have to uninstall your Microsoft Office suite. You know what? You can download this and try it. You know, just give it a shot, and then, you know, see how it does. Well, this is the end of this video, but I hope that you will leave a comment and subscribe to this channel. I do have some more things about digital freedoms coming up, and I want to go over each of these different softwares that we could use, you know, whether it be graphics editing and photo editing and video editing and databases and video players and things like that. I do want to cover that, as well as free gaming, because I like to play games. The kids like to play games. It's you know, it's something in our lives, but I'm not paying $50 or $60 for a video game. So I wanted to go over some of the best ones of those also. This is definitely not turning into a gaming channel or a digital channel. It's still just our lives. But if you can, please subscribe. Go down to the bottom, click the little button, check us out, leave a comment. If you would like to see any of like these in any certain order, like you're like, wow man, I really want to find some great things to edit pictures with, or to do some digital art with, let me know that you want to do like something like PowerPoint next. You know, not something like Photoshop next. You know, I want something that's going to be similar to Photoshop. Can you please show me some of the alternatives that I have for those? And if I have used them, you can let me know. You know, to let you know if it's going to be good for you, if it's going to work for you, if it's going to do everything, and I do a lot of that. So please just let us know. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it, and see you next time. Hi everybody, thanks for watching this video, and if you like what we do, the little round button right there, I think right there is our subscribe button, and then right here, that's our Patreon page. You can go give us a little special thank you. And make sure you check out these other videos over here. Thanks guys, we really appreciate it. Bye.